Hi, I'm Zach Wiewel, attorney and partner at Texas Trust Law. You're receiving this video because you're one of our trusted advisors who we work with clients, or we just trust to pay attention to these resources we're providing you. Now, on this video, I'm going to be talking about what we call remarriage protection. Now, the technical legal term is what's called a qualified terminal interest property trust, but I'm going to be calling it a remarriage protection trust. And what's cool about what you can do with remarriage protection is it helps out with this specific situation where you have a blended family. He has his kids, she has her kids, and they built up an estate. They have a good net worth, but on the first death, we don't know who's going to die first. And you want to make sure that the person who dies first, their wishes can be respected. Their share of the property still goes to their children. And you're worried about the surviving spouse getting remarried or disinheriting his or her kids, the first to die's kids. So that's a situation where we build in remarriage protection. Basically, we take the decedent's half of things and we put it into what we call a marital, sometimes a family trust. Depending on how we design it, typically we say the surviving spouse has full access to that remarriage protection trust, to those assets that were the deceased, but they can only use it for themselves. They can't give it to their new boyfriend or girlfriend. They can't change the terms about where it goes to. They can't disinherit your kids. It has to go to your kids. It's a cool thing. Now, a benefit of this is we typically also build in a prenup requirements. If the surviving spouse gets remarried, well, let's build in a prenup. They have to get a prenup. There's not a lot of convenient excuses to get a prenup. This is a convenient excuse to get a prenup. My dead husband, my dead wife is making me get a prenup. Now, one extra benefit of adding in remarriage protection into a trust plan is that those assets, the decedent's half of the assets, those get asset protection. So if the surviving spouse gets in a wreck and kill all 9 Supreme Court justices and their families, they can sue them and take half of things, the surviving spouse's half of things, but they cannot get the deceased half of things, the ones that's in the remarriage protection trust. It's extremely powerful. We use it all the time. One last thing to think about is we build this in a lot of times for families that aren't blended families. His kids are her kids. They just have one nuclear family. We build this in because a lot of times surviving spouses they get remarried. And there's not necessarily the concern about disinheriting or getting rid of those kids from the first marriage, but over time the new spouse wants more and more money, and it's a natural thing. You want to provide for your new spouse to make sure they can get through the end of their lives and be comfortable. That's another situation where we do build in remarriage protection. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any more questions, feel free to call us at 512-480-8828. Thank you.